నమో వెంకటేశ.
మదన మనోహర సుందర గానా మంద్రమహిత నవరాగ విమానా మధుర స్వరాకర గమక వితానా గాయన లీలా ఘంటసాల ఘంటసాల ఘంటసాల. Namaste. In today's times, accolades like Gana Gandharva is used almost indiscriminately. But I am going to speak about the man who outlived his time through his unparalleled music. His voice was not for the mere mortals but for the celestials. Godly characters like Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, Shiva, Venkateshwara and so many others got a superhuman flight because of the backing of his voice. The voice, which was initially rejected, ridiculed, shunned and deemed to be unfit, unfurled into becoming the Devavani, which was fondly remembered by both scholars and the laymen. He sang more than 10,000 songs in Telugu, Tamil, Kannada, Malayalam, and also has directed for over 100 movies. His private recordings are equally popular. I am talking about none other than the true Gana Gandharva, Ghantasala Venkateshwara Rao. And I feel very happy to bring about this video edition on the auspicious occasion of Ghantasala's birth centenary celebration. Ghantasala was born in the year 1922, December 4th. He picked up music instinctively because it was in his household. He embarked his musical journey by joining Vijayanagaram School of Music. He embraced a lot of roles as he evolved as a musician, like music director, assistant director, actor, etc. He was also a part in the freedom struggle and he was put behind bars for 18 months. Great men have a lot to learn even from the worst of their times, and Ghantasala, in his own words, says the days in the jail taught him the principles of dedication, commitment, and a strong resolve. Now, coming to the main point, the beauty of his voice. As we all know, voice is the medium of effective expression. A versatile voice is a primary requisite for melody-based music. In this context, why do we say Ghantasala's voice is unprecedented and beyond any comparison? Bharata Muni, the supreme authority and fountainhead of Indian arts and aesthetics, in his masterly treatise Natya Shastra, chapter 33, verse 12 says, Shravakota ghanaha snigdho madhuro yavadhanavan tristhana shobhityevam tu षट्कण्ठस्य गुणास्मृताः. The qualities of nada that emanates from the throat is as follows: Shravaka, melodious; Ghana, profound or deep; Snigdha, pleasing; Madhura, sweet; Avadhanavan, focused and strong; and Tristhana Shobhi, that means covering all the 3 octaves. Let us elaborate how the above listed qualities of a good voice are housed in Ghantasala. His voice is sonorous and powerful. It has a strong volume. We can see this booming voice in the song Manikya Veenam Upalalayantim movie Mahakavi Kalidasu. Manikya Veenam Upalalayantim Madalasam Manjulavagvilasam Mahendra Neeladyuti Komalangim Madanga Kanyam Manasa Smarami. This small and beautiful section in the raga Shankarabharana is noteworthy. Jaya Matangatanaye Jaya Neelotpaladyute Jaya Sangeeta Rasike Jaya Leela Shukapriya and the faster sections, this one in Raga Kamavardhini is beautiful. Kamalila Dhanusannibhabrulata Pushpa Sandeha Krucharu Gorojuna Pankakeli Lalama Bhirame Surame Rame. It is said that he fell unconscious in the recording studio after the final take of this song. Such was the intensity and force produced by him. Although he could produce force at ease, he also had the diligence to understand the contextual auchitya and emphasize as much as needed. In the phrase, Ni Pada Sannidhiki Mamujeraniyava. In that Bhakti Gita, which is actually in his own music direction, the sensitive and tender handling of Ni Pada Sannidhiki, it is so sober and intimate at the same time. His voice can seamlessly transcend all the 3 octaves effortlessly. One can see how Ghantasala has soared from Mandra Daivata to Atitara Panchama in the song Shiva Shankari, movie Jagadeka Viruni Katha. Shiva Shankari. Here he noticeably holds the Tara Panchama for significant amount of time without any loss of character or melody, and it is effortless at the same time. Melody was his way of life. To name a very few from the huge list, Yachati nundi viseno Ee Sallani Gali. This is from the movie Appu Chesi Pappu Kudu. Nannu Palimpaga Nadachi Vachitiva Buddhimantudu. Nadire Jamulo Swami Ninu Chera Digivachuno Tirumala Shikharalu Digivachuno Mamuganna Mayamma Alamelu Mangamma Patidevu Odilona Muriseti Vela Swami Chirunavu Vennalalu Kuriseti Vela Vibhuniki Mamata Vinipinchavamma Prabhuviki Mamanavi Vinipinchavamma. This is from the movie Rangula Ratnam. His voice is extremely emotive. He could provide enactment or natyayamanatva, a kind of visualization through his voice. Be it for Shringara Rasa, Rasamaya Jagamunu Rasa Kridaku, ఉసికొలిపే మధురిమలో और అలిగి దివా సఖీ ప్రియ కలత మానవా అలిగి దివా ఓ చలి కోపమా అంతలో తాపమా సఖీ నీవలిగితే నీ తాళజాల ఓ చలి కోపమా और పలుకరాదటే చిలుకా పలుకరాదటే. If we take for Veera Rasa, in the movie Pandava Vanavasam, again his own direction, he has sung for Bhima a padya called Dharuni Rajya Sampada. For Shokarasa, Jagame Maya Bratuke Maya, from the very famous Devdas movie, and also Bommanu Jesi Pranamu Posi. This is from the movie Devata, again a very choking number. And once you are established for giving your voice to the heroes, nobody considers the option to give the same voice to comedians because it is considered to be of distaste and also below their grade. But Ghantasala went on to give his voice even for comedians. Sundari సుందరి నీ వంటి దివ్య స్వరూపంబు ఎందెందు వెదకిన లేదు కదా, వల్లనోరి మామ నీ పిల్లని నేనొల్లనోరి మామ నీ పిల్లని, దెన్ నిన్ను నేను మరవలేనురా ఓ పోలీస్ వెంకటస్వామి నిన్ను నేను మరవలేనురా. దిస్ ఈస్ ఫ్రమ్ హిస్ ప్రైవేట్ రికార్డింగ్. అండ్ దెన్ ఎవడొస్తాడో చూస్తాగా వివాహ భోజనంబు, that is an ultra hit in itself. This list is just a glimpse of a perennial treasure trove of his songs. So, all in all, Ghantasala was a distilled concoction of so many rasas. Ghantasala was also adept in the art of vocal narratives. His voice modulations and expressions were unique. He was also well versed in Harikatha and Burrakatha. In the same movie, he could give voice to two heroes at the same time. For example, in the movie Bhu Kailasam, he gave his voice to both NTR and ANR. For NTR, he used to give a heavy, dignified voice, and for ANR, he used to give a light, dragged throw in his voice. That was the adaptability he could bring about for characters through his voice. Apart from his private Harikatha renditions, he also sang for Harikatha situations in the movies, like Sita Kalyanam in the movie Vagdanam, Navakoti Narayana in the movie Shauka, and Krishna Kuchela in the movie Shri Krishna Maya. His voice had a divine power to adapt. He was a natural at presenting both Hindustani and Carnatic style of music. For example, Shivashankari, the famous song in Jagadeka Viruni Katha, he has presented it in the Raga Darbari Hindustani style, and there are n number of songs that he has sung in the Carnatic style. Just to illustrate one, ముక్కోటి దేవతలు ఒక్కటైనారు చక్కని పాపను ఇక్కడుంచారు. This is in Raga Kamboji, but the entire song is a beautiful garland or Ragamalika, all Carnatic ragas. He was also good in presenting folk, western and light style in music. For example, his own music direction in the movie Pelli Chesi Chudu. In that movie, he sings O Bhavi Bharat Bhagya Vidathalara Yuvati Yuvakulara Swanubha Shamidi. So there is pure Kalyani. There is an effect of, a light Kalyani also. Pelli chesukoni thadinna thagadinna tangidaga tarigidaga tam belli chesukoni illu chusukoni challaga kalam kadapaloy ellaru sukamu chudaloy meerellaru hayiga undaloy. In this song itself, the folkish fervor can be felt, and ఇంట బయట జంట కవుల ఒలె అంటుకు ఉండాలోయ్ తరంపం ఇంట బయట జంట కవుల ఒలె అంటుకు తిరుగాలోయ్. That gives the Qawwali feeling. And హాయిగా ఉండాలోయ్, that gives a perfect Kalyani conclusion. And the entire background score of this song, Sagapasani nida, Sagapani nida pa, Sagapasani da nida pa da pa ga sariga. It's totally in the Western style. So this whole song, you can see an amalgamation of so many different styles of music. Ghantasala could masterly weave lot of rhythmic sections and recite bowls in Konakol, housing several polyrhythms. One such example is the prelude to the song Jaya Gananayaka in the movie Nartanashala. His voice is richly textured with precise control over speed and clarity. His diction of sangatis and birkas were effortless and accurate both at the individual swara level as well as the collective bhava of the expression. The song Rasika Raja from the movie Jayabheri gives a complete picture of his immense potential. One must also note, during those days, recording infrastructure was minimal and there was no room for punches or artificial enhancements. A single mistake would lead to the entire re-recording of the song. One must talk about the glory Ghantasala gave to the art of rendering padyas. Padyas are verses written using classical meters and rich and ornate language. Padya was initially used as a nuanced way of musical conversation between characters. Being inspired by mythological dramas, films also incorporated padyas to bring more emphasis to the dialogues. Ghantasala, he condensed the existing elaborate alapana at the beginning of the padya and redefined its whole structure by giving a unique style of interlacing the raga elaboration along with the lines of the padya. His vivid renditions of padyas have enhanced the literary beauty of the language. For example, the padya Navaratnojwala Kanti Vantamidi, that is from the movie Lavakusha, has been rendered in the raga Shankarabharana, complementing the beauty of the meter Matteba Vikredita. Rangaru Bangaru Changavulu Dharinchu Shrungaravati Narachiralone Bhojanamulu Mechu Bhojanamulu Nachu Kamalakshi Kandamolamulu Nemale. The very movement in the raga shows the plight of Sita from the life of a royal queen to the life in the forest. The higher note that was initially used comes down to a lower note in this format. So these ornate fashion of giving the raga at the right phases in a way which complements the scene is something very special of Ghantasala. Many playback singers turn into icons because of the competitive songs that they are given to sing. A music director has a great role in bringing haunting and melodic hits to a movie. Ghantasala scores very high amongst all other playback singers because of his outstanding capacity to produce great music as well as render them richly. The movies under his music direction like Lavakusha, Maya Bazar, Pandava Vanavasam, Rahasyam, Deepavali, Vinayaka Chavati, Paramanandaya Shishulu Katha, Pelli Chesi Chudu became blockbuster hits majorly due to the songs. Ghantasala's first film as a music director was Lakshmamma. Although he was a great music director himself, he used to sing for other music directors in a way convincing and satisfying of their creative needs. Many other singers like Madhavapeddi Satyam, A.M. Raja, S. Janaki, A.P. Komala, K. Rani, Sarala, Jikki, etc. were given notable opportunities to sing under his direction. If the song was too casual for him to handle, he used to give away the songs to the youngsters as they could handle it better. Ghantasala has rendered a lot of songs in the raga Mohana. I feel he used to like ragas Mohana and Kalyani as he has brought diverse perspective to these two ragas in his direction as well as rendering. Oh Mohana Rupa Keli Kalapa Nanu Palimpaga Nadachi Vachitiva Mohana Raga Maha Murti Mantamaye Lahiri 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 Lo O Jagame Ghana Ghana Sundara Jaya Krishna Mukunda Murare Jaya Govinda Brunda Vihare Krishna Mukunda Murare. So many times in Mohana, the way he used to bring Nishada or the Panchama and Rishabha that he used to render in Hindola, it was so subtle and so welcoming, like an unexpected guest in the raga. Other than this, he has also directed music for Swara Sahitya. Sa maga sa gama sadara. This Swara Sahitya is from the Rahasya movie. It comes in the Girija Kalyanam Harikatha scene. And Mellu sire savigana yede jhallane huvina bana. It is an immortal hit in Kannada and it is actually in Saudamini raga. He used ragas like Saudamini, Latanta Priya and then Karnataka Shuddha Saveri, that is Malahari without Gandhara. And he made so many innovations in his own way, and the variety that he brought through raga and tala, it's a subject of great insightful learning. His last recording was the Bhagavad Gita. Such an enchanting rendering of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita feels so much like as if Lord Narayana is reciting it. Parthaya pratibodhitam bhagavatam Narayana swayam.
Parthaya pratibodhitam bhagavata Narayana swayam. Vyasena gradhitam purana munina madhye mahabharatam advaitamrutavarshinim bhagavatim astadasadhyayinim amba త్వామనుసందధామి భగవద్గీతే భవద్వేషిణీం భగవద్గీతే భవద్వేషిణీం.
Is it not immortal? Is it not celestial? Namaste.